game he played against the Clippers. Passes it to Howell. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. It's his first trip to the line. And that one misses. Good on the second free throw. And it's the Warriors with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Iguodala outside. And Thompson kicks to Spates. That's tipped. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. No good from B.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Iguodala kicks to Green. Thompson outside. 4 on the clock. And the jumper falls for him. Cleveland leading by 3. Outside Irving. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Oh, an illegal screen there. One of the toughest calls for an official to make.
And it is one of the toughest calls, but most of the time they do a good job with it. And you have to appreciate how officials get that one right more times than not.
And the Warriors making a change here. Bogut's checked in. That's good. Green's got his first bucket of the night. Well, the players you see on this list know a little bit about putting points on the board. They're averaging the most points over the last 10 games. Freak number 1. Klay Thompson is second.
And this is the cream of the crop at the 2-guard spot. I mean, strictly in terms of their scoring ability and the ease with which they can overwhelm would-be defenders.
And that's exactly what they do, overwhelm you. This is an aggressive attacking group. Each one of these guys is a one-man wrecking crew offensively.
Here's Iguodala following the basket by LeBron James. That evens the score. And it's 6 points for Barnes.
That feed by Iguodala, a really good example of his passing ability.
Love outside. Another 3 for Cleveland.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Golden State's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Iguodala dishes to Barnes. On the wing, Thompson. 14 points from him the last game against Orlando.
Boy, was he physical. I mean, in that game, just drawing a lot of contact and getting himself to the line over and over.
Now, here is Irving. Andrew Bogut unable to get his shot to go. B, he's covered by Iguodala. Here's Howell. The Warriors pull it in.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim. It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
B, he's covered by Iguodala. Here's B. The stupendous finish in traffic. And it's a 5-point Cavalier lead.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Here's Barnes following the basket by Freak. Stolen away. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And the Warriors with some changes. KJ McDaniels comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Ben McLemore in for Thompson. And Cleveland with a change here too. Ariza's checked in. McLemore, the pass to Bogut. There's the dish to Iguodala. 6 to shoot. Shot on the wing. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Cleveland leading by 3. Pass to B. Back to James. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Now let's find out what head coach Steve Kerr had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
He said that the key to the game will be how well they defend Kyrie Irving, adding, he's shown himself to be one of the premier point guards in the game already. Whether it's passing, shooting, or penetrating, we need our guys in the backcourt to really get up into him, and our bigs need to be ready to bring help. Guys, you can bet that Irving will be their focus defensively.
And as always, Doris, thank you. And here is Iguodala after Trevor Ariza just hit the three. Kicks it out to Iguodala. And another basket for Golden State. And so here's Cleveland. 6-point lead. Irving dishes to Love. No good on the triple. Warriors have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. McLemore inside the line. That one falls, coming off Iguodala's feed. Iguodala's got 3 assists now in this one. Back to James, and he bangs it home with one hand.
I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
And so here's Cleveland. 6-point game. And here we go. Fast break. McLemore's got it. And stolen by James. And there's the pass to B. 1:14 left in the first quarter. And that is good. And now we'll get perspective here. Now the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Robinson's checked in for Cleveland. Smith comes in for LeBron. Green, the screen. McDaniels kicks to McLemore. Golden State moving it around. Here's Bogut, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. You look at the Cavaliers. They're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well. And, of course, the Chicago Bulls. They have a lot of ground to make up.
And I think for the Cavaliers, they look like a team on a mission. We knew coming into this season that they were going to be one of the teams to beat. They've done nothing to change anyone's mind about that.
That's for sure. I mean, expectations were high for these guys, and they've more than lived up to the hype.
Smith with a wide open look. Robinson powered down with both hands.
And, guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, you know, his reputation. Clark grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And, you know, Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch.
B, the pass to Irving. From deep. Smith missing again. McDaniels. No luck. A chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm.
For me, at a younger age, I was never even.
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such the consummate pro.
Yeah, he really has been. It's amazing to see the pressure he's dealt with and the way he's handled it with that even-keeled nature. You know, he's as solid and steady as they come at this point in his career. Nothing phases him, nothing rattles him.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers with those quick hands.
Yeah, those active hands, Greg, have produced a number of steals early. They've been very aggressive.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, B in at shooting guard, Trevor Ariza out there with Thomas Robinson. Then there's J.R. Smith, and it's Irving at the 1 spot. B guarded by McLemore. The kick out to Irving. Ariza outside. Here's B. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here. There's some good defense for you. I mean, for somebody who's as good at shooting the 3 as he is, you need a defender who's equally adept at guarding against it. That was well done.
I like that. They obviously put the right guy on him.
Thompson in the post. He's against Smith. That's good. Thompson's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
I like the way they're working the ball inside, because when you do that, you get higher percentage shots, and typically good things happen. Over the last 10, looking at the Warriors, here's how they compare to the rest of the league. 4th in rebounding, 7th in assists, and they're a top 10 team in three-point shooting.
And let's take a look back at those rebounding stats, because that is, to me, really impressive, that ranking. They've certainly got the strength and maybe, more importantly, the disposition to win that battle on the boards.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
Here's LeBron. That's tipped. Thompson right side. The feed now to Barnes. Pulls it up. Misses the jumper.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
LeBron sets the screen for Irving. He used that pick to perfection.
Let's go.
And that's 15 points for Freak.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Iguodala outside. Thompson for the triple. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Iguodala's got 5 assists tonight.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
No good from B. Warriors trail by 14. They double team Iguodala. Thompson with it. He's picked up by Ariza. From deep, McLemore. And it's Humphries with the rebound.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
They set the pick. Here's B. Tries to save it. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. Walking with legends here, guys. Look at some outstanding seasons, decades apart, averaging a triple-double in each game over the course of an entire NBA season. Oscar Robertson's 1961-62 season was something to marvel at. And now, in our current era, a special player making his own mark on the NBA with the tremendous play he's been showing us all season long.
And that's still one of the most hallowed achievements in NBA history. I mean, we're talking about the Big O averaging a triple-double over the course of an entire season. I mean, to think we have another player with a shot to do that, it really speaks to the one-of-a-kind season he's having. This is the stuff of legends. He just punishes you on the backboard. I mean, it's pretty deflating for a team trailing big and still giving up second chance opportunities.
Another steal. With the floater, and the shot is good. And that's now 6 points for Kyrie Irving.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Howell's checked in for Trevor Ariza. Warriors trail by 18. Iguodala dishes to Barnes. They set the pick. Spates kicks to Thompson. It's blocked, and it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain.